Good afternoon. Good afternoon. We're here to celebrate, right? I just want to say good afternoon to all the ladies and gentlemen in the audience today, proud friends, family, definitely the work site supervisors, and every warm welcome to everybody for the reason why we're here. And why are we here? We're celebrating our youth today. Give them a hand. I want to say also a special welcome just to the parents. The parents deserve applause. And while we're yet welcoming the parents, we want to thank and welcome anyone from our city council shortly coming to speak with us. And in addition to that, I gotta give welcome to the employers again. City Newport News employees and those that were outside those rims, fantastic job. They walked through every step with the young people. In some situations they were a little shaky, but guess what? The employers hung in there, so welcome. You celebrate with us as well. I'm Larry Brunson, the Executive Director of Brooks Crossing Innovation Opportunity Center. And I'm so glad all of you could come and be with us today in this beautiful Peebles Theater to celebrate our first class of youth, Thrive Youth Career Program. I can't believe it was just 2 short months ago that we were all gathered together to kick off this event. I'd like to recognize several people for their dreams and dedications and determinations and hard work that made it possible today. And that's going to come shortly. But before that, we have a lot to get to in an hour, so let's get right to it. First, we're going to watch a short video, then hear from Congressman Bobby Scott, Mayor Jones, Councilwoman Vick, and after that, we'll proceed with the graduation. Is that okay? Yeah.
Our center applied to be part of the program so that we can make an impact in our community and employ youth here in Newport News. And we were just so fortunate to get a line job.
I was placed here at the Hampton Roads Workforce Council office for vets. A lot of different employers come in and help vets find different jobs, and we point vets and their families in the direction, set a career goal or something like that.
I joined the program originally because I needed a job and I just wanted to meet new people.
I think it's prepared me better with being out more, as far as like learning how to talk and stuff like that, because I'm a quiet person, so it's kind of bringing me out my comfort zone.
The most important thing I learned in the program is money management and how to manage my money.
In the beginning, I really didn't even know about this program. My grandmother, she sent it to me. She was just like, hey, sign up for this program. Well, I was doing this during school, so when school was out, I signed up, and this program for me has really helped me for job experience, learning how to deal with toddlers, because they are very random, so you never know what they're gonna do, so you have to be on your toes with them. I just wanted to work. I just felt like it was that time to start working, since I'm almost close to going out into the real world. So I was like, okay, let me go ahead and start early so I know and be ready.
I'm getting a lot of experience how to work with kids, actually. See, before this, I didn't really know how to work with kids, and I've never really worked with them before. But this has actually given me a good, understanding of how kids function and how they think of things. So I think that's a big thing for me. I kind of find it very relaxing knowing that you have something to do and something to help or involve yourself in, so you can just either help out somebody or just help yourself.
As an organization, we love partnering within our community, so having the ability to partner with Newport News in such a major way for us was just rewarding in itself.
It has been such a great experience. These young adults have been a wonderful aspect to our classrooms.
I was approached to take on some interns. Originally it was one, and then it grew to 3, and now I have 2. The program's been really good though. We have a lot of different projects that we have to do throughout the year, and sometimes we just don't have the bandwidth to do it.
We're getting work experience, we are building our resume, we're getting our foot in the door with these opportunities, and it's helpful because we have something to do over the summer. We're not just sitting around. I'm learning time management and punctuality. I'm learning how to type better, learning how to work with other people, ask questions if I don't know what to do, coming out of my shell a little bit.
My experience with the YCP program this summer has been incredibly eye-opening. I've been able to get a fresh perspective from a young person in the community who attends our events, who actually has been on vacation to all of our attractions, so I get an insider's input, which is very valuable.
I just feel like YCP has been a phenomenal experience. It's been fun to be able to have creative freedom, but also get constructive criticism. You know, I thought it was just gonna be like a boring office job where you just sit and do stuff on the computer, and it's been the complete opposite.
In the mornings, usually, that's where it all starts. We get all the supplies out, all the stuff needed, the children or the schools that's coming. We explain to them what to do first before we start kayaking, or do a little activity first, and that's kind of how the day starts. It's a great experience.
Come here to help with the camps and help the kids get safely onto the water and safely off the water. I would definitely recommend it to peers and classmates.
Servant leadership is at the heart of what we do at the Mariners Museum and Park, and being able to mentor the next generation has been a great opportunity. The youth that participate have been eager to show up, learn everything they can. It's a great opportunity to take advantage of if you have the chance.
How'd y'all like that? That's giving you a glimpse of what the young people were engaged with. Can I tell you that we had 135 that actually enrolled, and we had kept active 101 through the entire summer. In addition to that, 53 of that group also continued virtual training throughout the summer. And so that was extra work they did to keep them prepared and be prepared. And some of those youth did not get placed in employment, but yet they still did the virtual job readiness training for themselves. And we are placing them as we can make placements for them. So give them a hand. So we have so many distinguished guests here today. I'm going to call a few because I want to. I might forget somebody's name, so please forgive me. But all of our elected officials are here. I see our Vice Mayor is here, Bethany. I see Councilman Long. I see our very own Mayor here, Mayor Jones. Of course, we got our beloved Congressman Bobby Scott, our honoree, our own Tina Vick. But also, I want you to know before our speakers come up how much work really went into this program. We sourced out our community and got ideas from business partners like Dr. McCain from Newport News Shipbuilding Apprentice School. We got advice from Jefferson Lab. We got a lot of advice, and I say this because they had multiple people to help us, Virginia Peninsula Community College. We had advice from some business owners. We had advice from faith-based organizations. So we had about 12. And then I got to mention Brandon Jones, because we're in Brandon Jones' house from CMU. He's the captain's director. He was also with us in that. There were some others, but the ones that I see and the ones that are not here, from the bottom of our heart, from the City of Newport News, we are thanking you and welcoming you for helping us to make this program a success. So like I said before, we got so much to conquer in a short period of time. So let's keep the energy going. And before that, we're going to invite our speakers to come up and take their seats. Congressman Bobby Scott, Mayor Jones, and Councilwoman Tina Vitt. And we're going to keep this energy going in this way. I'm going to it's a privilege to introduce Congressman Bobby Scott. He's our Honorable Congressman Bobby Scott, so please applaud as he comes forward.
Thank you, Larry, for your very kind introduction. Mayor Jones, Vice Mayor Bethany, Council members Vick and Long, Commissioner of Revenue Tiffany Boyle. It is a pleasure to be here at the Youth Career Summer Program and to be here with Larry Brunson, who's done a great job in coordinating everything. We also need to give props to our participants, all of the job participants, the job placements, because they have a lot to do with this, giving those opportunities. So just give a round of applause to all of those who provided the job opportunities. We know that when the youth complete this program, they've made a worthwhile investment in their own futures. And so we want to make sure that everybody that had something to do with this, the family, the coaches, the parents, and other partners who supported the program. I want to also thank Mayor Jones and the City of Newport News for putting this program together. The Youth Career Program helps all these young people grow and gets them on the right track. There is a concept called disconnected youth. That is, youth who are not in school or not on the job. And those are the ones that, if you give them these opportunities, they can get right back on track. There are millions of people who have been making progress over the years. COVID-19 kind of set back the progress, but I think we're back on course. But it's programs like this that get young people on the right track and keep them on the right track. And we know that the jobs of the future require education past the high school level, some education or training, not necessarily college, but some education or training past the high school level. And these are the kinds of programs that get them on the right track, make sure they're not left without an entry-level work experience or post-secondary credentials so they can succeed. And we need to make sure that they're not going the wrong way, where they may be disproportionately involved in social services, homelessness, or in crime. Now, the Youth Career Program recognizes what are called disconnected youth. I like to call them opportunity youth, because those are the ones where you can make the most difference. I introduced legislation called Opening Doors for Youth Act in Congress that gives these young people opportunities like they have today. And we're also trying to make college more affordable and job training for the trades more affordable. We know that if you're not going to college, you still need that training, and many of the trades, welding and many of the others that you can get in the shipyard, end up making more than those with college degrees. So you need to make sure you look at all of the opportunities. Now, I want to just say that anyone who doubts the power of these programs should just look back on last summer when I was in law school. I was a counselor at the Neighborhood Youth Corps program at the Office of Human Affairs, now HR CAP. And we had a summer program, and you'd be amazed at the progress some of those students, made, and I'm not going to name anybody in particular, but one in particular has had an outstanding success. And you might find out who that is a little later in the program. So I look forward to working with Mayor Jones and the city and everyone else and making sure that these opportunities are possible for everybody. And I look forward to successes like I had when I was a counselor in the future. So thank you, and to our graduates, congratulations.
Thank you, Congressman Bobby Scott. Let's give him another hand. And so our next honorable speaker is our very own Mayor Philip Jones. Let's applaud him as he comes. He's been a big supporter of this program, and I know the youth will enjoy him.
How's everyone doing today? I need some energy. How are we doing today? All right. So before I get to this speech, I just want to say thank you to some certain individuals. You know, this really is not a one-person show. It really is a team. And I want to say first thank you to Councilwoman Tina Vick. You know, she's really the brainchild of this. She's been wanting to do this. Even when we both ran for mayor together, this was something that she really championed. And so Tina, it's been a pleasure over the last 2 years, and I'm so glad that we're able to do this. And to the members of City Council, thank you for the trust and the belief that we could get this to work. The other thank yous that I want to give before I get to you is to Alan Archer and his entire team. So that's City Manager. Could you please stand up? So encompassing Alan, that's Owen, that's all of the department heads. This is everyone coming together to make sure that this could be the best program possible. And also Larry, you know, we can't skip you. Thank you for all you've done as well. Quickly, you know, I'll just give a few remarks. I want to say, as I said in the State of the City, the success of our youth and our Thrive program, particularly the Youth Career Program, depends on the collective effort of all of you. Of the participants, of our bus drivers, of the parents, of the grandparents. It's everyone coming together, all of the community stakeholders. That's what makes Newport News the best place to live, to work, and to raise your family. Especially our business partners. I know I was on the phone with a few of you. Thank you so much for sponsoring this program. As Larry mentioned, we have 129 certificates to hand out. And I know because I signed them personally, all right? So when you get it, it wasn't a fake pen, it wasn't a staffer, I signed everyone, okay? So at the end, if you have like a last name, R to Z, I probably got a little tired and it's a little bit like this, all right? But I did try to sign all of them. Additionally, we have 55 amazing work sites to recognize. We are so grateful to you for stepping up to the plate. I promise you that getting involved in this program would benefit you, your business, and your bottom line, and it worked. In fact, Ms. Carla Coombe, Director of Education and Program Development at Sarfon Early Childhood Center, had 3 youth placed at her work site. Carmela, are you here? Are you here? All right, well, we'll still give her a round. As supervisors and mentors, coaches and cheerleaders, you help these young folk overcome a multitude of barriers with compassion and understanding. You provided a solid foundation in financial literacy, time management, workplace culture, conflict management, and ultimately goal setting. You created visions of success and achievement. And for all of you in the audience, I hope you learned that there is pride and dignity in work and in doing it well. There is peace when you realize everyone has their own set of obstacles, but we get through it together. That's what good employers and team members do. Not only did you succeed, but you thrived. So as I close, I just want to say, you all truly make us proud. It is my greatest hope that you can see that there is a brighter future and breakthroughs available here in the city of Newport News. And together, you shall thrive. Thank you so much.
I just want to thank the mayor, myself, and definitely want to thank City Council. But can I just say one thing that's not in script? I want to say something about my former direct report, Alan Archer. My first week at work, he said, "Larry, have you heard of STEP?" And I was like, "No, haven't heard of STEP." He said, "It was our youth program, and we need to raise it up again." And I said to him then, I said, "Well, the baby's crawling right now, but we're going to make the baby walk." I believe we made the baby walk. So without further ado, I'd like to, now we're going to get real enthused now because I know I've heard this speaker speak before. And I know that she is, emotionally tied to the folks that she serves. She is our very own Southeast ringleader. She is also the person that works with foundations and youth groups and all kinds of things I've seen. And I didn't even know, I talked to my brother a little month ago. I had no idea that our own Tina Vick knew my brother. And that was just such an amazing, so I know the history of this person. I'm more connected knowing that she's, can I say it like this? She's very professional, but she's homegirl. Without further ado, Councilwoman Tina Vick.
I am so glad that I have some money. Because when you have money, you can pay people like them to say all this nice stuff about you. No, just kidding. But I do want to say, before we get started, everybody has talked about the job experience and placement, but I seem to smell money in the room. Do you smell money in the room? I smell money in the room because from those summer jobs, you got paid, right? Yeah. So how does that feel? That's what we got to talk about. And the reason I started out talking about the money is because that's why I've really pushed hard for summer jobs, because I know what they can do for your life. And so the person that Congressman Scott was talking about, he was a youth counselor, at the OEO, I think it was OEO, or Office of Human Affairs, and he was my counselor. And so look at life coming this so he and I were laughing about that on break, because who would have known that would have happened? But I say that too to say, I want you to get used to having money and having it the right way, that you're gonna create a work ethic for yourself, so that every summer, this might be some of you the first summer you worked, but you need to make a pattern that you're always going to work. Because that way, like I told you all before, the more you build on your skill set, the more different things you can offer a company, the more things you can do to help raise the bar at a job, that is going to equate to you being able to, I need y'all to just do like this real quick, to be able to make that money. Make that money. Check, what y'all call it? Chase that paper. Chase that paper. But I seriously want you all to really look at yourselves and congratulate yourselves for making it through. And I want you, as the program, as your time ends on the job, hopefully some of you will continue, but I want you to go home and sit down, and I want you to make a list of all the things you learned how to do on that job. And what I want you to do with the things that you've learned, that now when you meet people, you're gonna start creating your own brand. If you've learned how to, I saw somebody working with the kayak on the film, on the tape, but all those have become your assets. And those positive assets are a great thing to have, because it's gonna continue to build your self-worth, it's gonna continue to build your confidence, and it's still gonna continue to help you make more money. And the reason I want to stress about the money and the work is because adulthood for you is right around the corner. It seems like a long way, but it comes really fast. And why I push for summer jobs so much as well is because you've got to become an adult to take care of yourself, to be independent. And that requires discipline and a lot of skills, because you have to, keep a place to live. You have to be able to, most of us do want a car. If you don't have a car, you're gonna have to have some type of transportation, if it's the bus, now they have Uber, but that's called responsibility. And that's why you see some people give up on life, because they didn't start early to know about responsibility. And that's so important. So please, don't take these last few months lightly about what you've accomplished, because that is huge. Some people don't want to invest and do work for themselves, but you're starting and finishing this program for your future, for your successful future. And I want each of you in this room to know that this councilwoman, Tina Vick, will always be rooting for you. Because the thing that I love about my life, I love seeing people win. And the more you invest in yourself, the hard work, don't count it a small thing to be able to ask any of us in this room for advice, which direction, because trials will come. When you're living, trials will come, but you have to continue to make it through and build a good network of people who can support you. And always know that I'm rooting for you. And I have to thank the mayor, because I talked for years. I know I got on Alan Archer's, I got on his nerve calling him, when are we gonna start the summer job? I would not let it go. So then here comes Mayor Jones. He's always researching and reading the records, and he comes and says, Tina, I looked at you've been fighting for this for a long time. Yes, and I won't stop. I won't stop, because I know how much it's gonna help you. And I look forward to my retirement, and I'm sitting on my porch, and you all are gonna come tell me how successful you are. And it'll all be from this. So I'm excited for you. Thank you to Mr. Brunson and everyone all the staff, Alan, our city Councilman Long, Vice Mayor Curtis Bethany. They all had a hand in it, because I couldn't do anything without their votes, and the mayor, so thank you.
Councilwoman, we want you to come back. We want you to come back. We're not finished yet. The city's not finished with you yet. So the city of Newport News and all of her peers has recognized her as the honoree, the first face of YCP 2024. This is in recognition of your commitment to helping to foster the development and success of Newport News' future youth. In addition to that, she receives a medallion that the youth are wearing today in this box. And we also have one for our seniors guests, and of course the mayor has one, and the mayor also has a polo from YCP. So we're about to get ready for the graduation. Good cue, thank you. But before that, I'd also like to mention that 8 of our youth from this program will continue their journey at Virginia Technical Academy in intense training for plumbing, electrical, and HVAC. Give them a hand. In addition to that, we had a special hiring event through Huntington Ingalls last week, and 7 of our 18 to 24-year-olds will be got job offers that day. In addition to that, we are working with Virginia Peninsula Community College, New Horizons, VTA, some other folks that are in our community to give them further services that they can receive. So this program truly will be an all year round program. And second to that, kind of off this subject a little bit, I want to thank the employers like Riverside Hospital that had more than enough placements. Jennifer Chin, who was also on our committee. The City of Newport News departments that work with us and work with these students. It's just an amazing family group that came together to make sure that you, the youth, have an opportunity to learn and to grow. So let's give them a hand. And now it's time for graduation time. So we're going to call up Tasha Moss. She's our workforce counselor for Navigating Wealth Building at Brooks Crossing. We have Dr. Lerone Joseph, our co-project manager with YCP, part of our contractor. Assisting will also be Lenore Coaching, or Quintrell Lenore, who's assisting in the graduation process. And then also we have Miss Heather Kelly. She's from Newport News, right? Yes. All right. And so youth have been given instructions, and we're going to get on the road with this. Your name will be called. You will receive your certificate, and then if the panel, oh, we got a new face on board, so Vice Mayor Bethany's here. So if you distinguished guests would like to shake their hands as they pass by, you're more than welcome to do that. So without further, I wish I had some music now. The last music I had was, they told me don't play it again. I said we are what? Who was it? We will rock you. So we rocked in the kickoff. I guess we'll be champions today, right?
Thank you, Mr. Brunson. How y'all doing? All right.
We also have Councilman Long on board to shake hands.
All right, let's try that again. How are y'all doing today? How are y'all doing today? Okay, so at kickoff, I asked the parents, how you feeling? Because you know kids are getting ready to get paid. Parents today, how y'all feeling? Good. Y'all didn't give your parents any of the money? We'll talk later. We'll talk later. We are getting ready to do what we came to do, and that is to celebrate you guys. You did it. You have worked with our employers. You have put up with your coaches, right, Coach Q? All right. You have put up with the coaches. You have put up with us, and we want to celebrate you. So without further ado, we're going to call your name, and we're going to give you your award. First on the list is Miss Nakia Allen. And I want to say, employers, if you hear your person being called, you shout them out, okay? Represent them, okay? Miss Brianna Allen. Miss Nevaeh Allen. Congratulations. Jaleesa Allen. Miss Sanaya Boone. Congratulations. Miss Trevea Boone. Miss Ariana Brown. Kyrie Boswell. Who every morning at Brooks Crossing spoke to me. I appreciate that. Damian Fields. Congratulations. Malachi Forte. Tavier Futrell. Nairi Frazier. Mackenzie Creekmore. Darius Copeland. Congratulations. Tanaya Hill Hargrave.
Kehlani Dudley. Mr. Mercer, Anaje.
Let's give him a hand.
Amia Penn.
Go Beto!
That's the kind of excitement. That's what I'm talking about. Naeem Mohammed. Sherrod Morant.
Way to go, son.
See, you remind me of my mama.
That's right.
That's exactly what she would have done. Tanasia Baldwin. Samaya Davis. Promise Perkins. Michaela Neal. Carissa Pringle. Aaliyah Kelly. Vivica Gray.
Anthony Ramirez. Congratulations. Yanaya Burke. Lovely Red. Dynasty Richardson. London Hedgepeth. Robnisha Heaton. Jaquan Wakefall. Brandon Welcher. Elijah Wellens. Congratulations. Dwayne Cambra. Javon Davis. Congratulations. Takari Whitlow. Tayshawn Wilson. Janari Lewis. I love it. All right. Deborah Raja Smith. Y'all give it up for Dalen Smith.
Let's give him a hand. We also want to let you know that we had several young folks in the youth program. They're going on to college, so they're not here today because it's college week. So we have several that are out because of that, and we have one or two who are out because they're working. So let's give them a hand. So we want you to know that these young folks, 77 of the young people that you see took the Work Keys assessments, and there's 3 of them. And Laurent's going to talk about it in just a second. But out of the 77, all of them had passing scores, but you have to do 3 parts to get a national certificate. So we have 30 that achieved the National Career Readiness Certificate. We're going to acknowledge them today. And I also want to say that we at Brooks Crossing, because these assessments can be used in place of SOL in the City of Newport News, I think for reading and also math. And we've had 14 young people that needed the SOL to graduate, and we were able to test them, and they talk about determination of young people. One of the young ladies that continued to test with us, she tested 3 times. And, you know, she didn't make it on the first 2 tries. On the 3rd try, she made it, and she went out crying. Her support systems were crying. The counselors were crying because they knew the history of this person. So we at the City of Newport News, we are interested in young people, and we want to make sure that you get where you're going. And so for that matter, we want to make sure that we recognize these young people who have achieved the National Career Readiness Certificate. And so Laurent can explain that for us.
Larry tried to steal my thunder. I'm gonna read what I wrote, Larry, because it's great. So it might sound repetitive, but this you chuckle, but this moment it's important to understand the magnitude of this achievement. So we never ask you to do anything that we won't do ourselves. So when we introduced the ACT Work Keys, I tried it myself. We're not going to talk about my score. But it was challenging. So as we work through the names and we talk a little bit more about the certification, I want you to recognize that this is a giant step towards your development and your success. So please do not minimize what this means for your next steps. So it's our pleasure to announce that this summer our participants had the exceptional opportunity to earn the ACT National Career Readiness Certificate. This prestigious certification emphasizes the essential skills that lay the groundwork for effective training, job performance, and skill development nationwide. By using and recognizing the Work Key system, businesses and organizations across the country are bridging skill gaps and enhancing the development strategies. I do this for a living. Organizations and employers are more focused on durable skills, what was formerly known as soft skills, than they are on hard skills. Things we cannot teach: communication, teamwork, accountability, resilience. These are the things that come along with this accomplishment. The Work Key certification is awarded at 4 distinct levels: bronze, silver, gold, and platinum. This year, 30 outstanding youth participants earned this national certification across all 4 levels. So as we call your name, we ask you to please stand as we recognize you, and then you can collect your certification and your scores following the ceremony.
Now, if you know me, you know this is my favorite part, is the national certification. So, as Dr. Roan has already said, when we call your name, please stand so we can recognize you. And I need everybody to join in on this part in congratulating them. I'm going to start with Miss Ashani Bayon. Miss Treva Boone has received gold. Miss Ariana Brown, has received bronze. Darice Copeland has received bronze. Mackenzie Creekmore has received gold, y'all. Jaden Davis has received silver. Samaya Davis has received silver. Nairee Frazier has received silver. Tavia Futrell has received silver. Vivica Gray has received silver, y'all. Dwayne Hambrick has received bronze. Levin Ivy. They didn't say it, but they have received platinum. Jaquan Jackson, you have received bronze, sir. Miriam Conte has received silver. Aaliyah Kelly has received bronze, y'all. Janeri Lewis has received silver. Amari Marshall has received silver. Madison Marshall, you have received gold. Robin Marshall, you have received silver. Javon McNair has received bronze. Sherrod Morant, I see my people in the building already. You have received bronze. Michaela Neal, you have received bronze. I gotta pause for this. Again, Miss Carissa Pringle has received platinum. Dynasty Richardson has received bronze. Talia South Hall has received silver, y'all. Shelby Spencer has received silver. Jaden Vaughn has received bronze. Come on, y'all. Maya West has received bronze. Tayshawn Wilson has received bronze. And last and never least is Jalen Wooden with bronze. We are so
Thank you, Tasha. Tasha knows how to do it. She's navigating wealth queen. Thank you to the team as well. Dr. Lerone Joseph and also Quintrell Lenore, who's our contractor, and also Miss Kelly from Newport News, right? So we're about to go and eat. But before we do that, I just want to say thank you again to each and every one of you. All of you participants. Some I've talked to by name and telephone and text messages, after hours too, and in person. They reminded me in person. And I know for some of you it hasn't really been easy. I know your hearts have been transformed in many ways, but we stuck in there with you. And can I tell this audience that one of the targets that the city had was to be inclusive of everyone. And so we had people in this group that weren't so great in school. We had some people that were very great in school. We had some that had disabilities and on a wide spectrum. We had some who were just as involved. And I can tell you that the coaches, myself, all of us worked together. No one was treated differently. No one was welcomed with open arms. And can I tell you, we even went to court for people. We did all kinds of things that we needed to do. And I have to applaud these parents and applaud these employers because they knew about some of these situations. And guess what they did? They rallied you on anyway. We're talking about collective impact, but we have it today in this room. Just look around. So I want to say again, thank you for all the things that you've done here. Participants, you're on your way. I want to leave you with this quote. Progress is impossible without change. And those who cannot change their minds cannot change anything. Coming together is a beginning. Keeping together is progress. Working together is success. If there is no struggle, there is no progress. So my quote would be, personally says, stableness is a state of mind and not a state of situation. You can change anything.